Imagine discovering a musical force so groundbreaking that even decades later, it leaves you speechless with its brilliance. That's exactly how Rush's Geddy Lee feels about one legendary trio that redefined rock forever. This isn't just a casual nod to old favorites. It's a deep dive into how bands from the swinging 60s shaped the landscape of music and inspired generations, including the powerhouse bassist himself. But here's where it gets intriguing. While many credit Cream for transforming Lee's world, he boldly proclaims that nothing gets close to the sheer genius of another three-piece act. Stick around as we unpack this revelation, explore the magic of rock trios, and ponder what makes certain influences truly unparalleled. As a key figure in one of rock's most respected bands, Geddy Lee hasn't just played with Rush, he's lived through the golden era of rock evolution. Growing up amidst the explosion of creative energy in the 1960s and 1970s, Lee witnessed icons at their peak, those trailblazing musicians who didn't just dominate the charts but fundamentally altered the cultural fabric. For beginners dipping into rock history, think of it like this. These artists were the original innovators, planting seeds that grew into everything from heavy metal riffs to indie experimentation today. Their influence seeped into Lee's style, helping him craft Rush's signature sound, a perfect blend of virtuosity and harmony that has captivated fans for years. Rush itself is a prime example of how a trio can thrive in the music world. With just 3 members, Geddy on bass and vocals, Alex Lifeson on guitar, and Neil Peart on drums, there's no room for mediocrity. Every note, every rhythm has to sync flawlessly, creating a delicate balance akin to a well-oiled machine. For those new to this, picture it as a high-stakes juggling act where each performer supports the others without a safety net. Lee's talent as a bassist and singer shines, but it's amplified by Lifeson's searing guitar solos and Peart's thunderous drumming. This interdependence pushed Rush to new heights, and it's no surprise that other trios inspired them along the way. One such band was the psychedelic supergroup Cream, a trio that mirrored Rush's setup with vocalist-bassist Jack Bruce, guitarist Eric Clapton, and drummer Ginger Baker. Active from 1966 to 1968, Cream's short but explosive run proved that 3 musicians could pack a punch rivaling larger ensembles. Their blues rock fusion left an indelible mark, and for Lee, they were life-changing. In a 2013 chat with SiriusXM, he reminisced about catching them live at Toronto's Massey Hall, alone, because none of his friends were interested. "Cream sort of changed my life," he said. "They blew my mind." He praised Bruce's otherworldly bass lines, Clapton's mastery, and Baker's precision, calling them the ultimate trio that shaped his career profoundly. It's a relatable story for music lovers. Sometimes, you have to chase that passion solo to witness greatness firsthand. Yet, while Cream ignited Lee's fire, another trio elevated his admiration to unmatched levels. Enter the Jimi Hendrix Experience, the group that catapulted the enigmatic Jimi Hendrix into stardom with their 1967 debut album, Are You Experienced? This three-piece, Hendrix on guitar and vocals, Noel Redding on bass, and Mitch Mitchell on drums, didn't just play music, they revolutionized it. In a 2012 interview with The Quietus, Lee listed Are You Experienced among his all-time top albums, declaring that nothing gets close to its talent. He marveled at how, even after all these years, the record continues to astonish him, sounding fresh and innovative 6 decades on. Lee recalled buying the album back when it first dropped, stunned by its originality. "I had never heard anything like this before or, indeed, since," he noted. From blistering guitar work to genre-bending explorations of rock, blues, and jazz, the album showcased the versatility of a trio. For beginners, this means understanding how Hendrix pushed boundaries. Think mind-bending effects, improvisational freedom, and raw emotional depth that made rock feel limitless. Imitators have tried, but as Lee pointed out, none capture that essence. He highlighted how a 3-piece setup is often more adaptable and focused than a bigger band, allowing for intimate, expansive soundscapes that surprise listeners even today. It's like a musical lesson in innovation. Drop the needle, and you'll uncover new layers each time. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Cream really overshadowed by the Jimi Hendrix Experience in Lee's eyes? Or is this a subjective ranking that sparks debate among rock aficionados? Some might argue Cream's raw power and Clapton's godlike status make them unbeatable, while Hendrix's psychedelic flair and Hendrix's untimely genius give his band an edge. Lee himself acknowledges imitators for both, yet he singles out Hendrix as incomparable. What do you think? Does this reflect a broader shift in rock's evolution, or is it just one man's passionate endorsement? And this is the part most people miss. In praising these trios, Lee subtly champions the trio format as a proving ground for musical excellence, suggesting that less can indeed be more. Could modern bands like Arctic Monkeys or The Police achieve similar impact, or has the trio's magic faded in today's bloated lineups? Regardless, Lee's insights remind us how influential rock trios have been, from Cream's Thunder to Hendrix's Lightning. They've shown that with the right chemistry, three people can create symphonies that echo through time. So, what's your take? Do you agree that nothing tops a You Experienced? Or is there another band that blows your mind? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's debate the ultimate trio and keep the rock conversation alive.